just going to get started. Right? No music, right?
No.
We're just humming. Hum.
All right. It looks like we're live on Facebook. Hello, everybody. This is the Podsquad.
Hello.
Pat Drake, Jane Maulucci, Wendy Card, and yours truly, Colleen Roberts. We want to thank everybody for joining us for New Bern Now's podcast. Today is March 4th, 2021. We're in a brand new month, and this is episode 175.
Wow.
So we are connecting you with the people, places, and happenings in New Bern and the surrounding areas. So join in the conversation by commenting on this live stream on New Bern Now's Facebook page. And we'd like to know what you think. That's how we learn from each other, and that's how we grow our community. Glad you're here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, there's always a but. But before we get started, we have a contest. To be entered to win, make sure you comment during today's show on New Bern Now's Facebook page. And Miss Wendy, we have a trivia question.
Yes. Okay. Do you all know who the first African-American woman was that was a registered nurse in the state of North Carolina? And Jane knows because the New Bern Historical Society did extraordinary woman, ordinary deeds. I don't know. Anyway,
that's right.
Videos on extraordinary deeds, ordinary woman, extraordinary deeds. And the videos are on the Historical Society's Facebook page if you want to go back and look at them. They're just wonderful information.
They also put together a beautiful slideshow for City 3 TV. So maybe I need to go back and look at some of those slides for the answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, because those videos are there, and if you're smart, you could probably figure out which of the 5 women it was. So, but I won't say anything.
Yeah, but we'll have a chance to win a prize if you comment in the live stream on this live stream during today's show. So
right, can't be on anybody else's page. Has to be on this page.
Right.
Yeah, and that's only because sometimes I can't see because of the privacy permissions. I can't see like somebody that's not my friend or something. So yeah.
Well, how could you not have a friend, Wendy? Everybody's your friend.
I welcome everybody. They may not welcome me, but
oh, I don't think that's true. I don't
know anybody that doesn't welcome you or love you to death.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, you're such our cheerleader too, you're always rooting us on. So that's why we're here.
Well, the other day I went out, I got up early and went outside, and on my front porch, there was this bottle of wine that had the cork like removed. So it was like sticking back in there. And I'm like, and it said Dark Horse. I'm like, so I'm thinking The Godfather or, like I don't drink wine. Laura doesn't drink wine. I'm like, this is really strange. And I went about my day, and then Laura had mentioned, did you see that? Did you see a wine bottle? And it's like, because I don't know why. There's crazy. We're living in crazy times right now. But the Dark Horse, it was like a combination of Animal House with the horse. I don't know if you guys remember that, and The Godfather. So it was funny.
So who dropped it off?
To be there, one of Laura's friends. So I had no idea. It's for cooking. I'm like, I didn't know you use red wine for cooking, but
oh yeah,
that was her excuse anyway.
yeah. She's probably hiding that. She's probably I'm not going to say it. She's
don't say that. No.
No.
And due to my last name, I know that was a horse's head rather than just a dark horse.
It was. Jane is schooled on these things, probably from a very young age.
No. Only due to my marriage.
Yeah. So what's going on, everybody? Pat Drake, how have you been?
I'm good. And Jane, I don't know that we've officially had contact with each other.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know that we've actually met unless I've met you through the Coastal Women's Forum.
Years back, Tryon Civitan, active in our YMCA. And my husband and I used to own the UPS store on Glen Burnie Road.
Oh, yes, yes.
I don't know if any of those would be possibilities.
They would all be possibilities. And you guys did such a great job with your store. You were such community supporters. And I think that it's great that the people that have taken it over, you tried to school them to do the same thing, which is super. So,
yeah, we're trying. Of course, quite a lot,
yeah.
The Tryon Civitan Club, we always had food drives pretty much for RCS or Salvation Army. And in fact, we're in the midst of, because we can't do really a food collection, we do have a GoFundMe that's been go on through the end of March. Any amount, no amounts too little, no amounts too big, to help provide food for the Salvation Army and other things they need. They're so much more diverse than just food items, but looking forward to success at that. And I'm really excited our palace is doing, anybody scheduled to talk about it? The Green Book, they're doing an
No, we don't have anyone scheduled yet, but
Yes, tell us.
They were going to be doing it last year, and of course COVID canceled it. But it starts, let's see, it starts March 3rd and goes, well, nope, I'm wrong. It starts March 9th and actually goes to the beginning of May.
Oh,
At the
sweet.
History Center on the history of the Green Books. It's an exhibit. And we had 3 in New Bern, 2 of which are standing.
Mm-hmm.
And there's one in Beaufort that my husband and I have also gone by and checked that one out. There's one on Queen Street, the Roan Hotel. And then there's the Sparrow Helm on West Street. Apparently on Broad Street at one point there was a tavern, and that was listed in one of the Green Book issues too. But it's really very interesting, I think, and very worthwhile to learn about, And I'm thrilled that we have 2 still standing in our community.
Yeah, major history, yes.
Yeah, the
I like that
Roan
kind of
sisters
history. You
put
can
that together.
see, touch, feel.
Yes.
Yeah,
Very
that's
much
great.
so.
Yeah, so.
Well, good. It's great to see you again, Pat.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Jane, how are you doing?
I'm doing just dandy. We've got a really exciting thing coming up next Wednesday at the Small Business Center. So if you're looking for ways to keep your marketing plan going, this is the one to tune into. It's going to be the roundtable at 7:30 in the morning. You can show up in your jammies, just try to look nice from the neck up, and get that cup of coffee with you. And it's Bob Matkowski from Open Aperture Photography is going to be teaching it, and he's wonderful. He's so engaging, and he's just brilliant. And social media used to be kind of a free platform to use, but it's getting pricey now. So he's going to be talking about new ways to look at marketing and sales for your small business or your big business or your small business that could be a big business. So that's a great thing coming up. So that's go to the Small Business Center, the Craven Community College Small Business Center, and you can look at all their events and webinars and seminars, and you can sign up for there. It's free, 7:30 to 9:30, and you get to meet some other people who are doing small businesses in our community. And then Coastal Women's Forum, I have to give a plug for them. We have a meeting on St. Patrick's Day on the 17th, of course, and that meeting is going to be a cooking demonstration from Sweet Peas.
Wow.
Ooh, tough assignment.
That's
Yeah,
exciting.
Yeah. And it, of course, will be a virtual meeting as well. So, plug in, sign up, and just join us because it'll be a lot of fun. But go to the Coastal Women's Forum page to register for that event too. So 2 great events coming up, and get them on your calendar and participate, because even if we have to stay home, we can still reach out.
Yeah, we can.
Sure can. And Wendy, you've been busy. You've put together quite the lineup today.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of people wanting to be on the show, so I'm very pleasantly surprised. So it's different, really unique people, that. So just trying to introduce everyone,
It's a good problem to have that a lot of people want to come on the show.
Yeah, it's just so much fun learning about. I mean, Mark Best was on I think it was last week, and I didn't know, but he lives like right behind me on 55. I'm on near Washington Post, and he talked about the Pleasant Hill community and his heritage, and his dad and the Dylan Hunts, and there was, I think, five the patriarchs of the family had bought this land, and like 42 acres, and it's the oldest, like they're the oldest Black land owners, in the state. So one of
Wow.
it was just really interesting. There's a lot of history, and I live right here, and I didn't know that. So yeah. And Mark Best also said, hey, tell Pat Drake next time we see her that he says hi.
I saw that clip. Thank you for mentioning that to me. Yeah.
So,
well, maybe next month or something, we will have a new guest who is also new to New Bern.
Oh,
I wonder who that is.
That's why I looked that way, because I knew Wendy would know who I was talking about.
Yes.
City of New Bern announced yesterday that we have hired a new police chief to fill the very big shoes of retiring chief of police, Toussaint Summers Jr. Bittersweet, very sad to see Chief Summers move on, but he has had a long, distinguished career in law enforcement and deserves a very happy retirement.
Yeah.
Yes.
So after several interviews, and we want to thank everybody in the community who served on some of our professional panels that helped interview these candidates. Want to thank all of them for helping us select Virginia Beach Police Department Deputy Chief Patrick Gallagher, who will be our new chief at the end of this month. So hopefully he'll come on to New Bern now. He's a native of Virginia Beach. He's been in law enforcement over 30 years, served in the Army Military Police Corps, I believe, if I'm saying that correctly. So super excited to have him in New Bern and introduce him to everybody and have him get to know the community.
Yeah. Well,
That'd be great.
We're looking forward to having somebody in charge from a different perspective, and he's been through the FBI Academy, one of the courses. So yeah, I'm looking forward to meeting him. So yeah,
super great guy. I had to communicate with him a little bit in organizing the press release, and seems like a very professional, respectful individual. Everyone who has heard the news that he's coming this way, everybody from up there says, you're a very lucky city to be getting somebody so committed, professional, a lot of law enforcement expertise and experience. So we're looking forward to it. So maybe he'll come on to New Bern now.
Yay. Yes.
That'd be super. Yeah. Great.
Awesome. Wonderful.
Yeah, I think so too. We won't know what to do with ourselves because it's been all women leading the charge, right?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah, and speaking of that, I'm really if you're listening right now or watching, we want to, we're always trying to improve, and we want to include everybody, from young to older to whatever, walks of life on our Podsquad. We rotate people, and it's fun, and we get different perspectives. So
it's not hard either.
What's that?
It's not hard.
No, it's just a conversation, I remember when we first started, Laura and I would be lugging around the, computer and the mixer and all that and interviewing people. I remember going to City Hall with Colleen. We went to the UPS store, and so we do little mini segments and put them on the radio, WNOS 103.9 FM, and but now it's just turned into an hour show, and now we're doing it weekly, and it's just, I'm just very grateful, thankful that I live in such a wonderful, warm community. I know we've had our bumps in the road, but we just got to look at like New Bern, it's like a family tree, you know? We all have different perspectives of things, and yeah.
You've come a long way, baby.
Yeah, we have. Yeah, it's been, I don't know how many years now, but we do have Mairin Narron is in the waiting room.
Okay. She
Sweet.
has come on the show before, right?
Yeah.
She's with the Craven Arts Council and Gallery. We had a lot of fun last time she was on this show. She was so informative about everything that was going on at the Bank of the Arts and with the Craven Arts Council.
There she is.
There
Live
you
in
are.
Hey,
person.
Mairin,
All right,
how are
Mairin.
you?
Hey, Mairin.
Hi, how are you guys?
Thanks for joining us. Awesome.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Good.
Good. The sun's out today.
Yeah.
I know, it's so nice.
It is
We're in
very
like fall
nice.
spring in North Carolina. It's gonna get cold again, but it's nice for now.
Don't
Tell us
us.
some of what is going on with the Craven Arts Council.
We've got lots of new and exciting things going on. Of course, we have our regular programs. We have Art Walk coming up. That's going to be not this Friday, but the following Friday on March 12th. And it coincides with 2 opening receptions here at the Bank of the Arts. We have our Twin Rivers Artists Association Guild Show and our Craven Community College exhibition. So the Twin Rivers Artists Association is a bunch of local artists in the area. And so it'll feature all of their work, and it will feature artwork from local community college students. And then in the director's gallery, we have Chris Lane, who will be showing a lot of his work in the back. But the thing that I'm the most excited about is we have a new program here at the Craven Arts Council. It's called Little Talks, and it's going to be a lecture series that we will be doing every quarter. And our first one is going to be March 18th from 6 to 7:30. And Ed McCumber is going to be our first guest lecturer. He's the president of the Twin Rivers Artists Association. And I don't know if you guys remember, but he used to own the local art store, Art and Materials.
Yes, he
Yep.
did.
He's a wonderful artist. He's amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he is. And he's going to be giving a talk on art restoration because he's done a lot of that in the past. And he was recently commissioned to restore a piece of the Earl of Craven by Craven County. So he's going to be lecturing on the processes of art restoration, show examples of some of the work that he's done. And all in all, it should be a great lecture series we're starting.
Wonderful.
Awesome. Remind us when that is, when Ed's going to be talking about restoration.
Sure, it's March 18th from 6 to 7:30, and tickets are $10 for students and members and $15 for non-members, and it's free for anybody under the age of 18, and we will have some light refreshments. We are asking everybody to still practice social distancing, wash your hands, wear a mask, that kind of thing, but it should be great. We're looking forward to starting this new program.
Art
Yeah.
restoration is one of those things whenever, like when you're watching the Antiques Roadshow and they say, if you got this restored, and I'm thinking, how can you do that? How can you do it without messing up somebody's beautiful piece of artwork? And yet
Exactly.
this is a marvelous talent that people have, and they do it so well. So it'd be interesting to learn how that happens.
Yeah, I'm also really interested in learning how it happens too, because I know nothing about it. I mean, like I've learned about it in art history classes and that kind of thing, but they never go through the process of it. So I'd love to hear firsthand what that's like and how it differs depending on what the piece is, what year it was made, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
Now, the gallery is open during the week, right, for visitors?
Yes, Tuesdays through Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
And you have a phenomenal gift store.
Yes, we do. All local artists. And in fact, we have some pieces that are on discount now downstairs. So definitely be sure to come by and check that out.
Yeah, some of it's wearable art.
Yes,
Just
a lot
saying.
of it is wearable art. Yeah, lots of jewelry.
Just saying,
Yeah, we've got lots of jewelry. And we also have one last thing that's coming up. I don't know if you guys have heard about our Unity project that we have. That's the big piece of the two hands class like this on Broad
I
Street.
love that.
It's gorgeous.
It is.
It's great.
It turned out really nice. We are doing a dedication for on April 3rd at 1 p.m. And our executive director, Jonathan Berger, will be giving a talk. And so will Marianne Koffenberger, the Reverend at Broad Street Christian Church.
Oh, wonderful.
So
Wonderful.
So
definitely.
is that, I'm glad you brought that up. Is that where it is going to stay for now?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
It is so beautiful. Is all the work done to it? Is it complete?
Most of it. There's some final touch-ups that we got to do, but for the most part, it's done. And we really enjoyed working with the community members because they were the ones that helped put the paper mache on it. Lots of local children, and they helped paint it as well. Some local artists helped chip in too. So, you know, it's really a community or a project made by the community for the community.
That was kind of
That
a
was
rainy.
amazing.
It is. That was kind of a rainy day when it was ultimately being
Yeah.
and installed, and there were so many people there that were watching even in the rain.
I know, it was really nice and I wasn't there, but I saw the videos that everybody was posting, and it was really heartwarming to see how much the community really enjoyed being a part of it. Fingers crossed we have nice sunny weather for the dedication and we can get even more people to come out.
I heard it's going to be gorgeous.
Yeah.
Good.
Well, you know, I never realized until I moved here that art is so, like, it brings people together, and it, you know, it really, it's amazing what the Craven Arts Council and the Bank of the Arts, what you all do to connect, you know, people and just bring joy to when people are having a rough go, you know, just take a walk through the Bank of the Arts and just look at all the talented people in our community. So I appreciate everything you do. So,
Yeah.
and
Thank
Jonathan.
you. We love doing it. And I know it's part of our mission is to bring joy to the community. So
There you
I'm glad
go.
you said that. So we're
I'd
doing
say
our
you're
mission.
succeeding.
Yeah.
How can people keep up with the Craven Arts Council and Gallery? If they're not followers of you yet, how can they find out more about you?
Sure. So, of course, we're pretty active on our social medias. We have Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and you can visit us at our website at cravenarts.org. And if you're not a member, if you become a member, we will send you our bi-monthly publication, which is The Luminary, and that includes everything that we've got going on for the next upcoming 2 months. So if you become a member, you get this every 2 months.
Ooh,
Wow.
Very cool.
excellent.
Yes. Awesome. Well, Mairin, it's always good seeing you, and thank you, you and Jonathan and your volunteers for bringing joy to our community. So
Yes.
Of course. Thank you for having me. And be sure to check out Little Talks with the Art Walk and the Unity Project.
awesome.
Great.
Sounds great. Have a great day.
Thanks.
Thanks.
You too.
Thank you.
Bye.
Hey,
Sorry.
that is so cool.
Yeah. And Jonathan, he's amazing. I remember seeing him over at the art at the airport. It was art at the airport where the students, it was the ECU students, had the sculptures, and he was one of them back. That was at 2000. I don't remember when that was, but I didn't know it was him. He had long hair and he was standing on his sculpture, and he saw his picture. I put it in our little magazine, and he's like, "Hey, I didn't know that was you," you know. And so we connected, and so when I sent him the picture, but he's so talented. And we have Andrew Kendall in the room.
All right, come on in, Andrew.
We ready is he ready
ready.
for us? Okay. Wow, we're just moving right along here.
All right, Andrew.
Sorry about that. I had a
There we
coughing
go.
fit.
There we go.
There we
Hi,
go.
Andrew.
Hello.
Andrew Kendall.
Drew,
How are you guys?
good.
All
How are
right.
you?
I'm doing well.
Thanks for joining us.
Of course. Thank you for having me on here.
Yeah, and Andrew's with the Craven County Recreation and Parks, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, you got a lot going on.
We do. We're finally getting everything back up and running. We've been kind of in limbo because of COVID, and that's kind of finally lifting lifting a little bit. And so we're able to get some of our programs going on, and most notably our senior games. That's why I'm here today.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I love the senior games, the News River senior games. I haven't participated, but I think I'm eligible. Is it 50 and better, or it's 55?
50 and better, yes.
I'm
50 and better.
eligible. Let's do
That's the two of us. We're both eligible. I
let's
have a
do
few
it.
years on you, Wendy, but yeah.
Yeah, but I loved going to the first day, you know, they walk around
Opening
the stadium.
ceremony and-
Yeah, and yeah, that's wonderful. How is it going to look like this year?
So this year it'll look a lot different than it has in the past, and that is mainly because of COVID. So unfortunately, we actually won't have that opening ceremonies this year. We just don't want to bring a ton of people together and try and cram into a gym. So we're gonna go without the opening ceremonies this year, and we're not going to be offering the hospitality and food tent, which I know is a big hit as well. So hopefully we'll be able to go back to doing those next year in 2022. So we won't be able to offer all of our events that we would normally offer either. So we kind of got a scaled down version, but we are still offering kind of our big hitter events: pickleball, tennis, golf, swimming, cornhole, softball throw, football throw, basketball shooting, croquet, horseshoes. So we still have a long list of events that we're offering, but there's normally some additional ones in there: badminton, track and field, billiards. So some of those we're not able to get into certain facilities and use, places that we normally would to host those events.
And you also have the Silver Arts competition, right?
Yes, we're very excited about the virtual Silver Arts competition. Normally that's hosted at West New Bern Recreation Center, but this will be our second year doing the virtual competition. We had to cancel our event last year, of course, but we were able to still offer the virtual Silver Arts competition. And then we actually had about, I want to say 4 to 5 people that went on and competed in the state competition. So that was exciting that, even in a year where we had to cancel our event, we still had people that were able to go on and participate at the state level. So that was very cool. And it'll be about the same setup this year. Everything will be submitted virtually online. You can submit through email, or you can mail in a printed copy of a picture of your artwork, and then we will showcase that on our Facebook page and then on the county Facebook page as well. So we'll have it on both, and then we'll try and get those on our website. So we just want to make sure that the artwork that's being submitted is still able to be seen by the community. And unfortunately we're not able to offer our our exhibit like we normally would, but we're going to do what we can to still offer those things online.
Have you had a lot of interest so far in the games, especially after all the cancellations last year?
I will say for all of the modifications that we've made this year, I will say I think it's going to be a good turnout. We normally get between 200 and 300 participants. We'll probably be below that at about 120, 130, I think is probably what we're hoping for this year. So still a good turnout, but definitely some smaller numbers.
So Wendy, there's room for you.
That's true. There's room.
Oh, I've been exercising every day compared to like last year, or like probably last 30 years. So I think I may be looking into doing something. That sounds like so much fun.
Well, we've got registration open until next Friday. So our registration will close on Friday, March 12th. So there's still time to enter in any Silver Arts entries or to sign up for any of our athletic events.
And how do people do that?
So you can register online or by filling out a paper registration form and sending that into our office on Old Airport Road here at Creekside Park. So by finding it online, you would go on to the Craven County Recreation and Parks website, and then we have a link directly that will take you to the online portal to sign in and register, or you can click on the link and just pull up the paper registration form and print it off and then fill that in and mail it in. So we have that on our Facebook page as well. So you can kind of find that information through the Craven County Recreation website or through the News River Senior Games Facebook page.
That's
And you
great.
would just indicate what you want to participate in on that form.
Yeah, so if you're signing up online, you'll fill in all your information and then you'll actually be able to click through and click on the events. In the paper registration form, there's kind of like a checklist sheet, and you'll be able to check off next to the events that you want to participate in.
All right. And, you know,
Fantastic.
Andrew, can you tell us a little bit, did you already, the Major League Baseball hit, run, pitch?
Yes,
Did that already pass? Or is
No,
that-
that has not happened yet. The MLB pitch hit run, that will be hosted out here at Creekside Park on Saturday, April 17th. So that's something that we haven't hosted before. So we're very excited to run that event. And, you know, we've been in communication with the Babe Ruth Softball League and the youth baseball leagues around. And I've actually been in communication with the Down East Wood Ducks. So we're,
Wow,
they
cool.
could potentially get involved as well. And, you know, I'm really hoping for the mascot, for Woody, to be out here the day of. I think that would be a fun thing. So we're trying to make it a fun event, and we're trying to get as many people out here as we can, and, you know, just make it a fun Saturday.
That's wonderful.
Sounds great.
And
You know, it's
by the
so
way, the
exciting.
event is free to everyone. All you have to do is go online and register, and the event's free.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Great.
You guys are doing awesome work. And, you know, now spring is here. People are getting vaccinated. I think it's
Some warmer weather. Oh yeah.
The weather's
Yeah.
improving. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Sunshine. Yay.
yeah, thank you for all you and your team do.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you
Thanks.
guys. We
Yeah.
appreciate
Keep up the
it.
awesome work.
Very, very good.
Thank
Watch
you.
out for the pickleballers, especially the senior ones.
We've got a lot of pickleballers signed
Oh,
up for our
Oh,
senior
yeah.
games competition. That'll be a big hit.
No, Andrew, can you explain what pickleball is for our viewers that may not?
Okay,
what
well,
that is?
I'm not a pickleballer, so this is coming from someone who's not very well versed. But what I can say is it's kind of, I almost want to say it's a mixture of tennis, ping pong. It's on a smaller scale, and you know, you have the paddle, and it's called pickleball. In my head, it's a wiffle ball, but it's a smaller scale. They've got a smaller court, and it's very cool, and it can be very competitive. I have had the opportunity to play once or twice, and seniors are much better than you would think.
They will surprise you.
Oh yeah.
Well, thank you for coming on to the show, Andrew, and giving us an education, even on
Yes,
pickleball.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah,
for having
and
me
it's
on
great-
here,
great
and
to
I
meet
really
you.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Good to
Yeah,
be on.
you have to come back. You let us know when you got something coming up.
I will. I'll send it your way.
All right.
Thank-
Well, thank you and have a great day,
Thank
Andrew.
you, guys.
Bye,
You
Andrew.
too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yay. A round of applause.
Well, that was fun.
That's great.
Yeah, he was very fun.
All right, Wendy. So what are you going to do in the senior games?
That's right. What's your sport that you're gonna do?
I don't know. Maybe I'll apply for who knows? I don't know. I used to swim. I was a swimmer like for
Oh,
years
wow.
and years. I did butterfly and
Wow, that's the hardest stroke.
yeah, but I
You
think
fly.
I swam butterfly as fast as I could swim freestyle. So yeah, I just I kind of got away from it, but I think I need to start going to the YMCA pool.
Yes.
You need to be a little fish again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about COVID in the pool. I'm in the pool 3 days a week.
Right.
Yeah.
COVID isn't in the water or in the where the pool is. I've been in the indoor pool 3 days a week, probably the last several months.
That's
I'm gonna
great.
join you. We can sign up on a relay team or
I
something.
can't do the butterfly.
Oh, we can do I'm not sure if they do the relay, the freestyle back, you know, the oh my gosh, I've lost my mind. The four different
4x4
strokes.
relay.
Yeah.
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 Stroke and yeah. Backstroke.
Which is that your stroke?
Nah,
Freestyle? Or you just float?
I just float. Yeah.
Mine's the doggy paddle. That'll be my sport.
Jane,
I
do
prefer to
you-
be under the water.
yeah,
Yeah.
with your little
No, I don't even do that. I just the longer I can stay under the water, the happier I am. So snorkeling is good, but if I just have a nice pool, just go around and scare people. It's wonderful.
There you go. Well, hey, I have a question for y'all. Once, we're kind of out of the woods with this COVID thing, what is the first thing you're going to do? Let's start with Pat.
Go see my children and grandchildren in New York. I haven't seen them for a year. So
Get some
I'm hoping.
hugging.
Yeah, it's hard. That's been probably the biggest challenge I think that Mac and I have faced, is not being able to see family in person, and touch.
Yeah.
I'm a hugger, so especially grandkids, because now they've grown up. So before, they would sit on grandma's lap or play with grandma. Well, they've outgrown some of those things, and I think that's the very first thing that we would want to strive for.
Yeah.
We're planning hopefully in the fall to go up to Vermont, because we have one son up there with the grandkids, and of course his wife, she's important too. But yeah, we'll see them. It's really the kids that we want to go see. But the whole idea of just being able to travel is just wonderful. And that's something we're really looking forward to. And we're hoping that we might even be able to sneak over into Canada if they'll let us in.
All right.
That'd be great. Get up to Quebec and Quebec City and visit Montreal as well too. So that would be lovely. Travel's one thing I really miss. The kids too, but travel.
I would say the same thing about travel, and not that everywhere has completely closed during COVID, but I've heard the stories, one from my sister actually, of people who have taken vacations, and my sister went somewhere in the Virginia mountains that she and her husband found, and she said the vacation rental was gorgeous, clean and disinfected and no complaints whatsoever. But when they ventured out to a town they'd never been to, they found that lots of things were closed, because of COVID. Yeah. So she said, but, it kind of forced us to relax from our busy schedules, put our feet up, binge watch some programs we were interested in and just hadn't had the time to look at. And so she really did enjoy it. But I would say travel would also be a biggie on my list. And I love to entertain. I love to cook. I want to have people over and make a big dinner and just, catch up with folks. This whole digital screen, check-in is nice, but I'm like Pat, I'm a hugger and I like that in-person thing. So I think having people over and, kicking back and making them something good to eat, that'd be high on my list too.
Yeah.
How about you, Wendy?
The first thing I'm going to do, I couldn't think of one until you said hug. I'm gonna drive to Jane Maulucci's house and hug her, because
I'll go with you.
We all need, everyone just hug Jane. She just loves to be hugged.
That's
you have an evil streak, Wendy.
I'm sorry. No, that's not true.
She hates it.
I am a Connecticut Yankee. I'm a nutmegger. I'm not a hugger. I mean, that's that's been a hard thing to adjust to. But yes, I've adapted. And so yes, this from moving here, I have adapted. But I have to say that it's been kind of a relief the past month or year rather. I don't have to worry about any of you.
I have never seen Jane get that busted up with laughter ever, as when you said that, Wendy.
She ratted me out.
Well, when I think we were at the salute to the woman in the military, somebody came up and said, "You need to hug Jane." Was it Kim Breel? I can't remember.
It was. Kim Breel set you up, yes.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, I'll go hug Jane. I didn't realize, I'm like, duh, like she doesn't like to be hugged. So every time I saw her, I would hug her. And she finally said, "Wendy, I don't like to be hugged." So
I just said, I'm not a hugger. But
yeah,
I've learned to be more tolerant.
You're
So-
a great sport. Sorry for picking on you.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's all in love. So
Wendy, do you want to revisit the trivia question real quick?
yes.
It's about
Okay.
142.
All right.
Oh my gosh, time flies.
Who was the first Black registered nurse, a female, in North Carolina? So
Have to comment. Yeah, cover up, Jane. You have to comment on the New Bern Now Facebook live stream.
Yes, and
So.
somebody had already mentioned her house. It actually was her building. That's all I'm going to say about that. Okay, I'm not going to give it away. We have somebody in the waiting room, and
Is it
Claudina and
Cody?
I'm not sure. I hope it's Cody with her. So, and Claudina is an amazing artist. Haven't seen her in a while.
Claudina Madrid and Corey Purdy are going to join us.
Cody Purdy.
Right.
I thought you said Corey. So I'm sorry.
Nope.
So-
Cody. I know Cody. His son and my stepson played high school football together. So
Oh wow.
we would
Awesome.
see him at games quite a bit.
All right.
So what position?
Actually, I think it was Corey Purdy. So hopefully Corey is of some relation to Cody.
I think they're related. They look
I
a
think so
lot
too.
alike.
And my stepson played defense. Was he defensive end, I think? So, but we enjoyed going out to watch him. And when you wait for all the football players to come down the sideline at the start of the game,
That's
it would
all
always seem
fun.
like forever before Carter got down, to the rest of the team, because his number was like 92 or 97 or something like that. So we were like, would you just come on already? I'm waiting for my stepson. So it was funny.
Okay.
We always used to joke him that they were saving some of the best for last.
Aw.
There you go. Yeah.
So.
Well, and while we're waiting,
Well, Claudina's here. Can you open
I'm
her
I'm
mic?
asking to start video, and
Oh, okay.
so they may have stepped away from the computer for a second. But in the meantime, let's read I don't have my glasses.
Oh, we can talk about
Social
Craven
media.
Works.
Oh, there's Claudina.
Oh, there you are.
Oh, there she is.
Hey, lady. How are you?
Whoops. She's run away again.
No,
She
I'm
disappeared.
Here. I'm here. I'm sorry, disappeared for a sec. Kind
Come
of
back.
new with the. Can you see me?
No,
Uh-oh.
because your camera's on your other. There you are.
Oh, it's
Now
on the
you're
other
good.
side. Oh, well, that is an explanation there.
There you
There
go.
we go.
There we go. Sorry.
That's all right. Tell us about what you're showing us.
So what I'm showing you right now is the Right Route Fitness gym that is actually owned by Cody Purdy. And yes, Corey Purdy is actually his brother also.
Okay.
So yeah, so he was on the football team at New Bern High, and he was on the state championship team
They
that
were.
won it. So yeah, unfortunately he's not here today because he had to attend to his little boy's doctor's appointment they had to go to, but hopefully maybe there will be another opportunity. So I wanted to talk about this new gym that he has that's pretty much focused on youth athletics and getting the proper form and developing the strength and speed and the proper mechanics. So there's less risk of injury. So, and it's also another gym, just a regular gym where people come to work out, and it's personalized. I think the most we have is like 6-8 people in here at most. And we also have, he's one of the trainers. So he mostly works with youth athletics and mentors the kids. So whatever he learned about being on the field and also what it takes to be looked at by scouts, talent scouts, and people trying to pick you up for college. Like, he knows the whole process. So he's guiding a lot of these kids. And he's actually had, before COVID hit as hard as it did, he had a group of, I think, about 10 kids from New Bern High training here every
Wow.
morning, about 5 o'clock in the morning. So he's been really dedicated to giving back to the community. And there's been a couple times where there were kids that came to him and financially they couldn't do it, but he wanted to help them. And there's been a couple people we've been able to sponsor thanks to, the community. So it's a great place. Also, if you have any kind of injuries, he has a trainer here, Coach Jay, and she works with people who are a little shy about getting back into the gym. She has lost, I think, over 180 pounds, or am I wrong? How much was it? 130. I'm sorry to add more. I apologize.
Wow, that's
about that.
awesome.
And she did it on her own. And she knows the process. So she's there with these women that come in every day that, they had injuries. Like one had a torn ACL and a couple of other issues with her knee, and she's able to sit down on the back of her heels, and she's really great for that. So we're newly located. We've been here since May of last year. We're right next to the Hardee's on MLK Boulevard. So right next to the high school. So if you have any youth that would like to come by, check out the place and maybe learn how to push themselves on the field, whether it's basketball, soccer, football, baseball, it's all done here. And we're hoping to hopefully get some sponsorship for the kids that are at risk or low income from other businesses that can help us, because we want to help them as much as possible. But I'm hoping that we could come together as a community to help these children who, especially right now during this quarantine, have nowhere to go. And I see them light up when they come in here and see people their age working out, and it kind of pushes them a little more. And it's a really kind of, the culture here is about family. It's a really great place. And I hope maybe you girls could come by and check it out sometime and see what it's like.
We would love that.
Yeah, it would be
Definitely.
great.
So, say I want to become a sponsor. How do people do that?
They would just, if they could contact us through Facebook. I'm going to put a post up about sponsorships, how much it would cost to sponsor a child for a month, and possibly get them like a sports outfit and some shoes. And actually, we're in the process of developing a nonprofit.
Huh.
And we're going to create a mentorship to put together at-risk kids with somebody who could be there to take them to their sports events, help them with homework, or have a place to work out. Because of self-image, as a teenager, it's hard. You could be, you don't know how good you have it. Some of you have perfect skin, a great body, but you're obsessing about how bad you look, or the self-esteem is really low. And I noticed that children, when they come here and they have each other have a goal of getting to a certain place, to get a little more confident, especially children who deal with health issues as far as being overweight. And we have such a epidemic of children that are overweight, and they don't have anybody who could teach them proper nutrition, and that would be part of our thing also. So I definitely will put out a post on our Facebook page and share it, and hopefully we can get some children some help to be out there outside of their house and have somewhere to come and work out and meet friends.
I would imagine it's a very supportive atmosphere too. You have kind of your own cheering section when you're in there trying to get better.
Yeah, it helps, especially when you're trying to do a plank for 30 seconds. So 30 seconds. I think these trainers have different time frames because I could have sworn 30 seconds felt like a blink of an eye. But definitely. And she actually helped out her mother too. How much your mother had, Jay? Your mother had issues. You had issues with your legs, and they said that you needed surgery, right? Yeah. She needed surgery on her knees, and she's been able to build up the strength in her knees to avoid it. And also, actually, I've been here since October, and I was freaking out because my tailbone and the last vertebrae, there's like next to nothing between it. And I couldn't even pick up 5 pounds. And I was freaking out thinking, oh my God, I need back surgery. The doctor's saying there's only a 20% chance of like really good recovery. And it's helped me a lot with my core strength. So it's been a great place. I love this little gym. I definitely love this place, especially seeing the kids. The kids really push me and kind of make fun of me when I come here, but hey, it's great. It's great to laugh at myself.
And Claudina, I'm sure you've probably seen a lot of people, or people maybe need to go to the gym because of COVID, sitting, being not as active as they should be, and their muscles, are what do you call
Atrophied.
it? Yeah,
Yes.
atrophied. And I know that's a major problem with a lot of people. I was talking to my doctor about that, that they've seen a lot of people and so I really encourage people to start moving more.
Just walking, like,
Right.
The days have been amazing. And, New Bern on a spring day is one of the most beautiful towns in the whole state, I think, in the States.
Right.
I love the springtime in North Carolina. Summertime,
It's a little steamy.
yeah, fall, winter, spring is amazing here. It always is. But
Awesome.
definitely, if you ladies ever want a tour, just to come check out, just talk. There's no pressure. That's one of the things that I love about this place. When I showed up, nobody's like, well, let's get you on board now. It's like, it's a small number of slots that they have. So they have to make sure somebody's up and ready for it. And they don't push you to do things you're not capable of. I'm amazed that I can run and jump without hurting.
That's
And
great.
what a convenient location. I mean, the kids can walk there after the high school kids after school.
They can. So, it's definitely a great place for them. And I know he wants to make a section of it to be where they can sit down and do their homework too and hang out. But, with restrictions of COVID, we have to be and we're hoping to try to start like a free community event just to get like a group, like a running group to start around here. So if we get that into stone, I'll definitely let everyone know.
All right. Yeah.
Sounds like you've got some great plans.
It can help get the kids off of their devices too,
It does.
They're on it so much maybe for school or virtual learning and those kinds of things, but to get them off from playing games and to go there and do some things for, is really beneficial.
It really is. And just getting your body moving and getting those endorphins moving, because depression is really high right now.
Mm-hmm.
It really is. And just that screen time, even with school, it's just burning them out, and the damage to your eyes too. So the kids are going through a lot more than a lot of us have gone through as far as the obstacles we have. I mean, I was babysitting some kids, and the little girl just cried her eyes out because they had a routine. Like, we had breakfast, then we had another break, and then we would do things. Their routines are so important, and whatever we can do to help, we're definitely try to be there for them.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for joining us, and it's always good seeing you.
Yeah. Definitely check out, Chris Lane's artwork is coming up at the Bank of Arts.
Yes, we were just talking about that.
Were you just talking about it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm there with him every night, seeing the process, and there's some amazing things coming up. So I'm excited.
Awesome.
Definitely love seeing you again, Wendy. I miss you.
I miss you. Well, we'll get together soon, and
we will. Thank you for
stop
having
by.
me. It was lovely meeting everybody. Thank you so much for the time. I appreciate it.
Thank you. And say
Bye,
hi to Katie.
everyone.
Bye.
Thanks.
Woo-hoo. All right. Let's see.
So that is Right Route Fitness. on Martin Luther
Yes.
King Jr. Boulevard. So out there by the high school, by the Hardys.
That's
So
wonderful.
very cool. I did want to mention, speaking of next week, so we talked about, it's been a couple weeks ago, the opening of the Law Enforcement Training Center at the Volt Center, a partnership between the city and Craven Community College. Well, we're having a ribbon cutting next week, March 9th, which is Tuesday at 2 p.m. So if you want to get a look inside the facility and the simulator, the brand new Vertra simulator that helps officers train in de-escalation techniques, you'll also get a look at the simulator. So March 9th,
Wow.
2 o'clock.
That is so cool. I can't believe it. I mean,
I know.
you know, I remember when this was just being talked about, and now you're having the ribbon cutting. That's awesome.
Yes.
I'm glad it has seemed quick to you. Not that it was slow, but you know, when you're working on something quite a bit.
Well, and all the different, you know, agencies coming together, and I mean,
Yeah.
that's tough.
Yeah.
Well, great job to the city and Colleen and everyone
Well, thank you.
involved, the
And
college
we couldn't have done it without renovation donations from the Bate Foundation, Carolina East
Mhm.
Health System, and there was another one that I'm now forgetting. I'll blurt it out while we're just talking.
There you
We're
go.
talking
You'll
about
think of it.
something else. But yes, lots of partners in the situation, and we're excited about that. And then also Craven Works is going on at the end of this month. This is a job fair and employment resources event. And this year they're taking it outside because of COVID.
That's great.
Yes, it's going to be at Union Point Park. It's March 30th. Starts at 11 o'clock, lasts until 5:30. This is open to the public. They do want you to register.
Mm-hmm.
And I just found out today that they've put out a new flyer, and we put it on our Facebook page. It has a QR code on it. So if you are registering for the event, you can scan the QR code, fill out all the pre-registration stuff, and skip the line when you get there.
Oh, that's
Very
great.
Great.
We really
yeah.
don't want a lot of people standing in line in close proximity with COVID going on. So if you need additional details, call 514-4829. Also, Rashima Walker was talking about this. Ooh, coughing fit.
Yeah, and she did say that it's a great opportunity for the job seekers and the employers, you know, just get there. This event has always been really well attended by both sides. So please remember to wear your mask, because that's really important. Even though you're going to be outside, you still have to have a mask with you. And of course, your resume, you know, bring your resume, be excited, dress well, look
Be
sharp.
ready for an interview.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
You never know what great things will happen going to this. So it's a phenomenal event. And thanks again for all you've done to get this together, Colleen, because it's really a great event that we do for the community.
Looking forward to it, and nicer weather for
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
That'd be a lovely thing.
And I just real quick, I just want to put shout out to the folks who've been commenting on social media. Hi, Michelle Garenfly. She said, hi, Jane. Rob Jones, good looking group. Elizabeth
Aw.
Pope. Hi, Jane. Hi, Wendy.
Hey,
Hi,
Liz.
Elizabeth. Mitchie. Hi, awesome people. You're
Mitchie.
awesome, Mitchie.
She's great.
Billy Wilkes. Sign up, Wendy. All right, Billy. Talina. Hi, squad. Great info. Hey, Talina. And yeah. So thanks for listening and watching, everyone. And Jane, what were you going to say? You were going to say something.
No, I was just saying hi to Elizabeth and everybody else that was saying hi to us. And so what's going on with the trivia question?
Oh, the
Yeah,
trivia
it's about
question.
time.
Okay.
Drum roll.
Does anyone know who was the first African-American woman who was a registered nurse in North Carolina?
Jane.
Comment on social media. Come on, folks.
I'm not going to say it out loud because what if I'm wrong? But I shouldn't be wrong.
I'm pretty sure you're right.
Yes, I did kind of slip earlier. I'm sorry about that.
And the actress who portrayed her in the New Bern Historical Society's Ordinary Woman, Extraordinary Deeds was Carol Becton.
Yes.
So, anybody comment on social media?
And Carol had so much that she could say about this woman that she and I had to work on her script to try to get it so that it wasn't 10 or 15 minutes long, because she really could have just gone on for that long. She had so much to say, and she's so knowledgeable about it. So we had to kind of figure out, okay, where can we need to keep this, kind of an even level. And she did a great job. She's just wonderful. So
Yeah.
go
okay.
online and watch the performances again if you haven't seen them yet. Or for
I
the first
agree.
time.
And so much information about say your name.
Go, Jane.
You want me to say it? You really
Yeah.
do?
Yeah.
Charlotte Roan?
Yes. The Roan
Yeah.
Hotel.
Yeah, the Roan
Yay.
Hotel, the Roan
Woo.
Sisters. Woo!
Roan Sisters, the
Yeah.
Climbers Club.
The Climbers Club.
Just there's so much information, and she was
Yeah.
an amazing lady. I wish, I wish she was around these days so we can learn more.
Well, her legacy is here, and there's people who do remember her, and the Climbers Club is a phenomenal organization too to learn about, because that's just amazing.
Yes. Yeah.
It's great. So yeah, we've got some fantastic women that have come through here. Great
We
role
do.
models for us.
Yes.
Great role
We
models.
sure do.
And real quick, guess what I've been cooking?
Uh-oh.
I have a healthy snack. Okay, I love split pea soup. I'm just, that's my favorite thing, like, of all time. So, but I can't eat. I have to learn. I have to figure out what kind of recipe that's low sodium and low fat, or whatever, But in the meantime, I soak split peas, and container overnight. And then I used a recipe I found online. It's it was a cup of the split peas. I strained them and patted them dry. Then I put them in a cast iron skillet with a little bit of olive oil, and I cooked them with a half teaspoon cumin and a half a teaspoon of paprika. Mixed it all in, put it in the frying pan, and cooked it for 8 to 10 minutes. These are crispy split peas.
Oh,
And
wow.
they're super, like, the calories is not next to nothing, and it's a great healthy snack. And then
That's super.
I had leftovers, and I'm like, what am I going to do with these? So then I added, they're called split pea fritters. Yeah, fritters. Have you ever heard of them? It's like falafel. Hello? How do you say it?
Falafel. Yeah.
Falafel. So
Wendy,
you make,
you are so cute.
so you put the peas and onions and garlic and cumin and whatever you want, cinnamon, in a blender, and then you make little patties, and you put it in the cast iron skillet with just a little bit of oil, and you flip them. Oh my gosh, they're like awesome, and it's just incredible.
So when we get past this COVID thing, we're going to expect some fritters, okay?
Oh,
Yeah.
there's no doubt. Yes. We can all meet at the park, and I'll use the grills out there.
There you go.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
So I'm ready.
We're all ready.
And
I
we're
am
ready for
too.
some.
Yeah.
What did you say, Pat?
I said, now we're ready for some fritters.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. Now we're all hungry.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah, and they don't taste like it's healthy food. They taste really good. And one last thing. Guess what's happening in 49 days?
I have no idea.
Do, 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 do.
It's not like no, that's April 15th. I don't know.
Oh, Earth Day. Ding, ding,
Earth
ding, ding,
Day!
ding.
Earth Day!
Ah,
Woo!
Good job, Jane. You're
I
really
like
on
this
it
clock.
today.
I was right twice today.
See, and I had the little hint. Yes, yes. Earth Day is the 22nd, and we're hosting another. Last year we did a virtual event. I think it was like 3 hours, but it was with, the Craven, the extension, cooperative extension, the NC State, Dr. Tom Glasgow, Bobby Waters from the Coastal Environmental Partnership, the Riverkeeper, I think, was on with us, Katie Langley, just anyone who wants to participate, who is, interested in sustainable living and just, reducing our carbon footprint. Please reach out to me at 259-6853 or send me an email at info@newbernnow.com. I want to learn about what businesses are in our area, like Camille and Joe at the Hannah House. I just stopped by there yesterday, and they had, the car was charging. They have electric car charger, so that's open for people that have electric cars or hybrid cars.
And
They
they're
also,
beekeepers.
and they're honeybee keepers, yes. And so they're going to have some. We're going to try to come up with different activities, like hands-on, like, of course, social distance, but different ideas. So I welcome any suggestions. Who wants to partner with me? We just come together and learn together. So
Sounds
yeah.
great.
Fantastic.
So
So that's Earth
All
Day,
right.
April 29th,
the 22nd.
April 22nd.
April 22nd.
Yes.
Yeah, Earth Day.
April 22nd, Earth Day.
So
And is that about it, Wendy?
is that a wrap?
Well, we want you to let us know if you'd like to be a guest or if you have any questions or suggestions for the New Bern Now podcast. You can do that by calling Wendy at 252-259-6853. You can also send an email to info@newbernnow.com. Of course, we're going to be right here next week on March 11th. We're going to be on Zoom from 1 to 2 p.m. live on New Bern Now's Facebook page. And then Wendy takes the video and audio and uploads that kindly to not only newbernnow.com, but also YouTube, iTunes, and just about anywhere that you listen to podcasts. So Wendy mentioned at the beginning of the show, you can also listen to New Bern's news talk radio station, WNOS 103.9 FM. They play the show every Wednesday at 8 o'clock in the morning and 5 o'clock at night. So you can listen on your way home.
Yeah, and I really appreciate them doing that. That's a free service that they're offering to us. So it's great. But thank you all for being here. Thank you for
Thanks
listening
for having
and
us.
watching.
Thank you. Yes.
Thanks.
Have a
Another
great day.
good time.
Yeah, and enjoy this beautiful weather.
Yeah.
You all do
guys.
the same.
Okay,
All right,
thanks.
take care.
Bye.
Feel better.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.
Better, yeah.
Bye.